The aesthetic pressure for full lips can lead people to get more and more filler over time without dissolving the old product. This layering effect can cause the lips to become stiff, lumpy, and unnaturally heavy. Then there are more immediate and frightening complications: lumps, nodules, asymmetry, and in the worst. Hello, beautiful people! Welcome to Beauty Slate Commentary. Yes, that changed the last part, commentary. So this is where you come curious and you leave educated. So let's dig into dissolving lip filler. This isn't a cool new beauty hack. It's not a reset button. What you're actually watching in these viral videos isn't a trend, it's damage control. So dissolving lip filler is a serious medical procedure to fix a previous one that's gone wrong. And the truth that social media edits out is that reversing the filler can be just as serious, if not more so, than getting it in the first place. So today we're going to pull that curtain back on those satisfyingly smooth videos and expose the swollen, painful, and emotionally draining reality that proves dissolving filler is a last resort, not a casual choice. Quick disclaimer though, I'm not a medical professional and this video is for educational and informational purposes only. It is not medical advice. Always consult with a qualified licensed provider for any and all cosmetic procedures. Now let's get into it. The trend of dissolving fillers has exploded with searches for the term hitting an all-time high. Platforms like TikTok are flooded with videos that have amassed hundreds of millions of views, all showing the actual process of going from overfilled to natural. Celebrities and influencers have spoken openly about dissolving their fillers, fueling a cultural shift away from the exaggerated, pillowy look that sometimes was more subtle. On the surface, it seems like a positive move. People are correcting what they feel was a mistake and embracing their natural beauty. But the narrative that this is just another step in a beauty routine like changing your hair color is misleading. The videos make it look like a simple reversal, an easy fix for buyer's remorse. But they conveniently leave out the most important parts, the why and the what happens next. So what is this magic eraser for bad filler? It's an enzyme called hyaluronidase. This substance is injected into the lips to break down the hyaluronic acid that makes most common fillers. It's important to know that it only works on hyaluronic acid-based fillers. It won't do anything for silicone or other permanent materials. Here is where the social media fantasy completely diverges from reality. Itself is often described as painful, with some saying the injections sting even more than the original lip filler. But the real ordeal begins after you leave the chair. The first thing the satisfying videos edit out is extreme swelling. Because hyaluronidase works by breaking down the filler, your body's inflammatory response kicks in right away. So for the first 24 to 48 hours, the swelling can be dramatic, making your lips look significantly worse than before. Bruising, redness, tenderness are all very common side effects. You're told to ice the area and to avoid exercise or heat, but for several days, your face can look distorted. But one of the most under-discussed risks is what hyaluronidase can do to your natural tissue. So hyaluronidase can break down your body's own natural hyaluronic acid, which gives your skin volume and hydration. This can cause sudden loss of volume, leaving lips looking deflated, wrinkly, or saggy right after the swelling goes down. The good news is this effect is temporary. The body is resilient and naturally regenerates its own hyaluronic acid, typically within a few days, couple of days. However, the immediate psychological shock of seeing your lips look worse than before you got filler can be immense. Beyond the physical side effects, there are other risks and costs that are rarely mentioned online. First, there's a small but real chance of having an allergic reaction to hyaluronidase, which is patch test recommended usually. In rare cases, this can lead to severe reaction called anaphylaxis, which is life that closes your throat. Financial cost. Dissolving filler isn't cheap. It's almost never covered by insurance. Plus, it can take more than one try. While many people have their desired results in 1 or 2 visits, some cases may require multiple sessions to completely remove the filler, especially if it's a thicker product or if there's a large amount. The quick fix you see online could end up costing you a lot of time and money. Have you ever considered dissolving your filler? Or have you gone through it? What was your experience like? Share your story, please, in the comments below. And if you're finding this information valuable, please give a like to this video and subscribe. It helps get this message out to a lot more people who need to see it. So what happens after the swelling finally goes down? The journey is not over. While the filler itself dissolves very quickly, often within 24 to 48 hours, it can take up to 2 weeks for the swelling and bruising to fully disappear and for you to see the final results. Even then, your lips might not look perfectly even, sometimes requiring another touch-up or dissolving sessions. More of those. This is the point where you face a choice. Do you embrace your truly natural lips, or do you get them refilled? Some celebrities have spoken about feeling prettier than ever after getting rid of their filler. But for many, the journey leads right back to the needle, just with one more caution this time. The industry standard is to wait at least 2 weeks before refilling to ensure all swelling is gone and that the hyaluronidase is no longer active. This brings us back to the central theme. Dissolving filler is not a trend. It's not a medical intervention born from a procedure gone wrong. It's a tool for damage control. The cultural movement towards a more natural look is a welcome change. The decision to get cosmetic procedures is deeply personal, and this video isn't meant to shame anyone's choices. The goal is to demand transparency in a world dominated by filtered, edited, and monetized social media. Those satisfying viral videos of dissolving lip fillers are missing the whole story. They leave out the pain, the extreme swelling, the risks of allergies, reactions, the temporary deflation shock, the multiple expensive sessions, and the emotional roller coaster that comes with all of it. If you're unhappy with your filler, dissolving it is an option. But go into it with your eyes wide open. Understand that it's serious and a very difficult process. Don't let a TikTok trend dictate the medical decision that you will make. Find a board-certified, experienced medical professional who specializes in corrections and will give you an honest consultation about all the risks and realistic outcomes. This is about more than just lip filler. It's about questioning the cycle of chasing trends, the pressure for perfection, and the idea that our faces are endlessly editable projects. Sometimes the most radical act of beauty is not adding or taking away, but learning to sit with ourselves just as we are. So that'll be it for today. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Thanks for watching. Stay safe and stay informed.